The Indian economy is dead, and that is what our good friend President Trump says. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Clearly Ambiguous. I keep thinking that I'll stop making videos on President Trump and his tariff blunders, but then again, he still gives us so much ammunition to speak against him. When President Trump came for the second time in office, I was one of those Trump fanboys because we were very happy that we did not have to deal with President Biden anymore. But then again, President Trump has now announced 25% tariffs and secondary tariffs, and he's going to punish us, and he says our economy is dead. Well, if our economy is dead, why are you so desperate that we should come and sign a deal with you? Well, you cannot apply logic to President Trump because then again, if you go by him, he basically had told off President Zelensky. If you remember, the first fiasco that he had done in Oval Office was tell off President Zelensky. I think at that point of time I had said, wow, somebody has been able to tell Zelensky a lot of things. But then again, it seems that Zelensky has gotten his end. He has been able to convince Trump that give me weapons, right? And I'll take care of Russia. I think that is what basically he said, and that's the reason why now America is selling weapons to Europeans, which weapons will eventually go to Ukraine, and eventually Europeans will extract probably minerals out of Ukraine so that they can receive and probably give them to the United States, whatever. So if he does not receive your rare earth elements this way, he'll get it the other way. Another thing is that he wants the Nobel Peace Prize. For heaven's sake, somebody give it to him. At least he'll shut up for a while. Because he is ready to, work with a country who everybody knows, and he himself has many times said is responsible for terror. But then again, he would like to entertain that country into business. And now he's going to explore oil there. So let's basically applaud his gullibility that he's going to explore oil. So yes, let's. And he would also he also went on to and said, you know what, probably Pakistan is going to sell Indians oil. Awesome. We would really want Pakistanis to actually get on their feet and do all this oil trade and basically make a success out of their country, so that at least you do not have to keep, looking towards your east. Just look towards the west. Look towards Trump. So, yeah, he's going to solve everything for you. And he thinks that if he keeps emboldening Pakistan, probably he'll get his way with Indians. See, a couple of things that President Trump is forgetting. We Indians, nothing unites us. We hate each other. We have so many divides in this country. But then again, nothing unites us like somebody becoming friends with Pakistan, and especially somebody criticizing us. We don't like it. See what is happening to you on social media, because you like to use social. Oh, of course, President Trump these days deletes his posts from X because, Elon Musk is not a very good friend of him anymore. So yeah, his favorite platform is not the X, not the Twitter, erstwhile Twitter, but it is Truth Social. And he thinks that just because it's called Truth Social, anything that he writes on it is truth. And see the lies about him saying that he was responsible for the ceasefire he said it about 28, 29 times. It reminds me of that petulant child who keeps saying something and, after a point of time, he just, And that's what's happened. That's what's happening in India. We look at Trump, we hear him out, and that's what we end up doing. So yes, we are disappointed in you, President Trump, but then again, please, it's okay. You would find our economy dead. Then again, you want to be part of our agriculture sector. And our government does not want you to be a part of our agriculture sector, because we don't want crops in our country for which we become seed dependent on you, so that every time we want to grow a crop here, we have to buy seeds from you. We don't want that. We are pretty happy with our agricultural research. We did Green Revolution, White Revolution. We are very happy. We do not want you to be a part of our dairy industry as well. Our cows give enough milk. We are happy. We do not want you to be part of our dairy industry. Now comes another big thing that President Trump is not very happy with, right? And that is another way place, because he would want us to buy his weapons. Why would we buy your weapons? What do your weapons do? Look at your failed campaigns. What did you achieve out of Iraq? What have you achieved out of Iran, for that matter? Iran goes merrily on. They say, we are going to continue our nuclear program. What have you achieved? Nothing. What did you achieve in Afghanistan, by the way? Was it a failure of your defense strategy or your weapons or your soldiers? Of course, all soldiers give their all, so I don't blame them. But strategy and weapons, probably yes. And you'd like to sell us F-35. What happens to that war platform? One of them just fell in California. Another one was parked in Kerala for about, how many days was it? More than a month? So yeah. And it took, all the king's horses and all the king's men to finally get Humpty Dumpty to fly again. Fat Amy to fly again, not Humpty Dumpty. So yeah. Anyway, so we do not want your weapons. Because how can we trust you now? We can't trust you. Your allies cannot trust you. Japan is your ally, and look at what a raw deal you've given them. Indonesia is somebody who considers you an ally, and look at the deal that you've given them. Look at what you've been doing to your NATO allies, right? You want them to spend more. I think NATO allies, all the NATO countries should actually spend more on their defense so that they have credible armies which probably they can use against Russia or whatever. But then again, they will basically get enough, military might to probably give it back to Americans one day. That, you know what, you don't protect us, you promise us this, that and the other, and now we do it for ourselves. You can keep your F-35s. Yeah. And what are your weapons which you have basically sold to the Europeans, which are eventually going into Ukraine, so that Ukraine will now pay for them with its own resources, which resources you wanted in the first place, but were not getting upfront, so you're probably trying to try a backdoor channel there. And now you're friends with Zelensky. Why? Because your buddy Putin does not listen to you. Well, that's how it is, President Trump. Not everybody listens to you. Actually, half of your own country does not listen to you. So you are making blunders, and see, I was very happy when he actually gave it back to Zelensky in Oval Office, but what a fiasco that has turned out to be. It's a huge fiasco. In the end, Zelensky is the winner. He has gotten what he wanted. What was Trump even talking about? You don't have the cards, I have the cards and all that. I think Zelensky played you, dude. Anyways. And we don't trust you. And that's the reason why we are not jumping with joy when you say you want to sign a deal with us. We don't. And thank you for uniting us, because, we like it with somebody, we might get into street brawls with our neighbors all the time, and we might hate our politicians all the time. But then again, you collectively try to bully us, we're not happy. Thank you. So yeah, so congratulations to you. You can basically get those oil wells wherever they are in Pakistan. We would also like to see in Arabian Sea or wherever. You can explore, do the oil exploration. No worries. We'll buy the Russian oil because Europeans are buying the Russian oil. Why does this only apply to us? Your European allies don't listen to you. They buy their energy from Russia all the time. You're not even able to do anything with them. But no, Indians shouldn't buy Russian oil. Indians should not do this. See, I think what Trump wants right now is, give me all your resources. I own everybody's resources in the world because I'm the biggest bully and I have the biggest army and the military might and all that. Listen, President Trump, you might be the greatest military power in the world, but then again, do you really need to go up against countries which, fine. What is Trump eventually going to do? If we do not, he cannot destroy our economy. He cannot sanction us. What has he been able to achieve with Russia with all his sanctions? What has he been able to achieve with Iran with all his sanctions? We were sanctioned after we did nuclear tests. What happened then? We still survived you and your sanctions. They don't work. If countries actually decide, and which is what is happening, that's the reason why you don't like BRICS. Because BRICS is almost 50% of population of the world now and 50% of the economy of the world now. And you don't like it. And you will not be able to bully countries into signing deals so that basically you can just get away with the debt that your country has and your debt ceiling, and you keep raising that. You just keep borrowing and, just keep pushing that ceiling. You know what? Yeah. We all know what's coming to you. So, it's okay. Yes, it will be a difficult problem. It will be a problem for us to sell, right? For a while. Right? Fine. Things will become expensive for you as well. All these tariffs that you take, for instance, what if we Indians say, fine, you levy the tariffs, we'll still sell it to you, we'll bear the losses for a while, fine. But it's your citizen who's going to buy it more expensive. And which part of that you don't understand, right? And how would, I don't understand. How would America, United States of America, not have inflation while it pays more to import things? Very interesting, isn't it? And that is something that, I'll tell you what, I'm ready for any economist to explain this, because Trump economics is something that I'm unable to understand. Maybe he's too complex. Maybe he's not that complex, he's basically a simpleton. He's just a bully. And he's going to respond to force, and that's what's going to happen. So, yeah, what else? I think those are only just a lot of bad words and abuses that I had written down, but then again. So, anyways, this joke, I don't know how long this jokerity continues, but it's very entertaining. And yes, it is alarming for us, but then again, it's not that we've not been in a situation like this with the United States in the past. We have been, where they have openly supported and propped up Pakistanis against us, and at the same point of time try to hurt our business interests everywhere. And we've survived that, and we'll survive this as well. See, if Trump thinks that he does something and the world is not going to probably think something otherwise, I think that does not happen. Everybody does that. He might be too naive to think that he's signing those deals, and the countries who are signing those deals are going to be so naive to part away with their resources, their businesses, and just, hand it over to you. So, President Trump, anyways, let's not give him any more suggestions. But then again, that's it. Please do, if you've liked this video so far, please do hit the like button. Please subscribe, and please mention your thoughts in the comment section as well. In the end, all I can say is thanks for watching. Keep watching. Until next time, you take care of yourself. Bye for now.